Leo gang, what it do? It's your girl Empress 777 here today with a intuitive message for my Leos. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This fire is, I mean, the blaze didn't take nothing to come, Leo, okay? So for real, I mean, I'm just gonna tell you the energy in the meditation, quite scary, but we'll get to that in a moment. Holy angels and spirit guides, give me clear, concise messages for my Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Give us exactly what we need to know. Holy angels and spirit guides, we do have a bit of a pre-shuffle. We have a lot to unpack here, guys. It's sort of a bit of a sad situation, though I don't feel like your compassion is anywhere in the building. I don't feel like you're going to give two fucks, two shits, none of it. I don't feel like you're going to care, but I digress. We are here nonetheless. Go ahead and click that like button if you don't mind, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. All right, it's an intuitive message. I am going to start trying to upload for other signs that I intuitively feel the pull to have a read for. Okay, so that's why we're here today. Anyway, I digress. Also click the subscribe button and the notification bell if you feel a pull to do so. You guys. The energy, I'm telling you, it feels, I don't want to say all over the place, but it switches. It switches in and out. It's very inconsistent. It's extremely hot and cold. I don't know if that has anything to do with the energy of your person being in the building, right? Though I have a strong feeling that is the case. I have a strong feeling that is most certainly the case. It's as if someone kind of wanted to keep you on a shelf for whenever they felt the time was right for them to kind of take you off and play with you, which is totally absurd. It's ludicrous, especially since we're talking about Leo energy, right? What do you mean by that, Empress? Well, okay. Leos are known to be correlated with lions, lioness, right? King, queen of the jungle. If we're speaking tarot terms, that definitely gives me upper echelon, Empress, emperor energy, the top. Do you understand? High, the high top, the penthouse, baby. Yet we have someone who wanted to place you in the energy of feeling like you were lesser than that, like you needed to be in competition with other people to prove your worth, when that is definitely not the move. I feel like you entertained it, though. Don't beat me up, Leo, okay? Don't beat me up. I feel like you entertained it for a small, minute second, which was even too long for you. Your patience ran rather thin with this person. Pretty quickly. They didn't expect the ties to be cut this soon. So I digress. We have unrequited love. So it says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this connection going. Only there was. We do have someone who was playing a bit of a game here, Leo. Okay, I just have to say that, especially with the in and out energy. This is someone who viewed you as an option when they definitely should have viewed you as the only option, right? They wanted you to be like a side piece, right? When you should have just been the only fucking thing on the menu. You understand? They were like, okay, if you don't want to be a side, you could be a premium side. You know what I'm saying? You're not just mashed potatoes, you loaded mashed potatoes. You're like, no, motherfucker, I'm not a side at all, right? Like, I'm the only thing being served in this bitch. So we do have somebody who either put you in a third party situation, either you were knowledgeable of this or you were not, right? I feel like for a great majority of you, you did know that. Or you felt it intuitively. If you're here, you are certainly awoken, okay? You are enlightened. It felt in your meditation much like twin flame energy. I just have to say that. For those of you who are not dealing with twin flame, please don't take that to heart, right? Let me just say this, since you guys, I don't upload for Leos that often. Let me just make it known that these are general messages, right? So parts of it may resonate, parts of it may not. Just take what resonates and leave the rest, but also keep an open mind and an open heart, as tarot is fluid, right? So it could be something that I am speaking about from the past, something happened currently, or something predictive of the future. So just kind of keep an open mind and cross watchers, place yourself where you belong in the story. Okay. back to what I was saying. This most certainly feels like someone who felt like they had a decision, right? They placed you on a ring of their other options, right? Like they had keys to everyone's heart. You were invested in this emotionally, unfortunately, right? So I do know that you got really stung by the behavior of this person. This is an individual who strung this relationship along for the sake of greed. This is a very, very greedy individual. Quite disgusting, if I might say so myself. I'm not going to go in on your person that much. You're like, girl, go in. I'm not going to do it. Very, very greedy individual. They always need more. So that just takes us back to that Leo energy. You don't need people to tell you that you're the shit. You already know that. You don't need another person for validation. You already know this. Yet you run into someone who very much feels like your twin soul flame. It does feel like a twin flame. I just have to say that. Let me know in the comments if I'm on the right track. If not, then we are dealing with a soulmate. There's a contract here, period. There's a period at the end of that sentence. So we are dealing with energies that had forces behind them that were pulling you towards this person, forces outside of yourself. This would explain why you couldn't explain to yourself why they were still here, why they were still around, why you still gave a fuck, why you still give a fuck for some of you. Okay. All right. The greed is what would have led this person to believe that you, the highest on the chain, highest on the totem pole, we're talking hierarchy here now. For the sake of having quantity, they treated you as an option, even though you were the quality in which that could have taken them extremely far. There was a lot of potential here. You are the soulmate. You are the twin flame. You are the match for them. I even get the... I cannot believe this. I even get the idea that they literally manifested you it, okay? They asked for you to show up. So you didn't end up here by accident. Even though you feel like this is a complete and total fucking accident. I know. It wasn't by accident. It's divine timing. This person. You were a gift to this person, you guys, okay? Yeah, you were. Pink Moon. That's the card that they're guiding me to when I said that you were literally a gift, a renewal to this person's energy, because this person operates not only out of shadows, but out of some really, really bad habits that they have been unable to kick. Yet they still had the power to manifest, right? They have the power of manifestation, but I almost get the energy of the magician in the reverse. This is someone who uses their powers of manifestation for terrible purposes, right? As a terrible resource to gather a bunch of birds, ducks, pigeons, you know what I'm saying? A whole farm of fucking peasants. You see what I'm saying? Meanwhile, they have royalty right at their side. That would be you. Just in case you're like, girl, I already know this. Okay, you're not telling me something I already know. Exactly. Now, Leo, can I say something? Don't beat me up. Do not beat me up. Don't beat me up, y'all. I'm just hearing it intuitively. This person never qualified to take part in your royal court. The qualifications were lacking. There was no vetting process. There was no interview. There was no resume. There wasn't no motherfucking references. Like, they was just in there. How did that happen? You know, like, what's up? You know, just talk to your girl. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying that's what they said. This person got beyond the gates and was able to, you know, dine amongst you, royalty. You brought them on your level. You were willing to help this person elevate to their potential, right? You were really helping. You really invested in this. That makes you even more so angry once you realize what you were really dealing with here. Now, you feel like it's unrequited love, but I'm telling you that this is very much divinely guided, because it's a contract here, either soul flame or a soulmate, okay? So this person, you allowed them beyond the gates. They came in the castle, you know what I'm saying? You letting them have access to your buffet of the best shit, okay? You know what I'm saying? Edible gold is on everything. They have nothing meanwhile. You know what I'm saying? They just coming in with their rags and their bags, right? And they trying to call all the peasants from down underneath her to come up and join you guys. You know what I'm saying? Just for the sake of feeding that ego, okay? So that is most poignantly why I feel for most of you it's a twin flame, because this feels like a person operating out of their shadow and one who is blinded to exactly what this is up until now. I just have to say that, up until now. So this person was very, very greedy in reference to the energies that they will allow around them, allow within the connection between the two of you. This was supposed to be an exclusive connection, an exclusive relationship. They have breached the contract. That goes without saying. So, while I feel like this person at this point is now seeing the error of their ways, it's only because the time has run out. They let it go all the way up until the point where that hourglass was just about done with all of the sand. You know what I'm saying? They're scraping for straws at this point. Willing to take a big leap towards you. This is someone who you would have been in connection with, who would have put you in competition with other people. I'm just saying, okay? For some of you, the third party doesn't necessarily have to be another love connection. It could be their friends, their family. This is you having to compete with people who have nothing to do with your connection at all. This person seeked validation outside of the connection, and this enabled them to share that energy. For some of you, they were sharing their body. I'm just saying. It was for the streets. Okay? So you slam the gates. you know, pluck them out on their ass. You want to go and fuck around amongst the peasants. Great. Now you get out, right? You kick them out of the palace quarters. They are no longer allowed access. What does that look like if we speak in layman's terms? You know, I know I speak in metaphors and well, you block them, okay? Or you cut off all engagement, right? Block them from all sources, social media, telephone. They can't contact you. They can't feel your energy. You kind of just came to your wit's end. Yeah. You threw this whole notion of being an option out the door. That was never okay with you to begin with, but you couldn't quite understand why you stuck around. And it is that invisible cord that was holding the two of you. You ultimately became extremely frustrated. And I feel like this energy is now done a 180. You've kind of bounced that energy over to this individual. That's why they are showing up here. They do realize now the greed, okay, that ultimately brought this connection to a demise. We have not enough and release your ex. Along with unrequited love, it's very, very hard for you. You almost feel like your hands were tied. You had no choice. You know, your hands were forced to just release this and let this go. I do believe that this person felt like they had a whole lot more time to, you know, do the bullshit that they were doing. This person was planning to do this for a long time. They almost thought that this was just the way the life for the two of you was going to be. Because they were given almost immediate access to your life, which is the palace, quote unquote, right? Given almost immediate access to you, to the things that you have, to the things that you are, to your loyalty, your effort, your love, your body, your mind, right? They were given this access, so they almost felt like they was Big Willie. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there, right? Like, I don't even gotta do anything. Like, I got it like that. You fought with yourself over this decision for sure, okay? So the not enough card says frustrated in a relationship, totally you. lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. All of the latter definitely points to your person's energy. This person definitely has a confidence issue. You know what I'm saying? This is someone who feels like the more people they have, the better they feel about themselves. The more they have options or people competing for their time, their attention, the more they're able to put people on the shelf and kind of rotate people out, right? It feels like a rotation. Oh my God. The better they feel. That gives them some form of validation, some form of self-worth. You definitely cut this. You cut it good. You may have ripped this person's head off, I just heard. That's the lioness in you, right? The time has come to clear your energy. And I feel as though this is either where most of you are, okay, or where you're heading for sure. You've had to do a lot of work to release this. It's very, very difficult. Because there is a contract here, unfortunately, don't shoot the messenger. You may not ever fully be able to release this energy, but you will at least be able to reside in it in a comfortable manner, or give it a different position, a different placing in your life. Meaning you'll be able to look at it in more of an optimistic type of way because of the abundance that's coming beyond this cycle for those of you who do not end up with this person. All right. This is a connection that really left you your wheels turning. You couldn't understand. You knew that you know who you are, but you couldn't understand why this person was treating you like they didn't know who you were. So it goes without saying that we definitely have a return. Depending on how long you have been disconnected or in separation from this person, this is someone who is now, for a lot of you, done a complete 180. Okay? Yeah, because the quantity of all the birds and bitches that they would have had besides you doesn't really add up to the stature or the status in which you were. You see what I'm saying? Again, we have that phrase, quantity over quality is what they chose. The quality of the connection that they would have had with you added a lot of value to their life. So they got very comfortable with still being able to have third-party situations or put you in competition, treat you like an option, treat you like, you know, they have a decision to make, a very, very unrequited love type of situation where you were kind of overgiving or being left to overgive because this person was busy with other shit that had nothing to do with the connection, almost betraying the connection to do that, to feed their own ego. It's what we're dealing with here, an ego, a huge, massive, out of this galaxy ego. And I do feel like that ego has been shot up. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Why do you say that? Well, we have this eclipse moon card that has popped out, which really gives me the energy of dark night of the soul. It says dark side, transformation, and big leap. So unfortunately, for some of you, it is too late, especially if you've already gotten beyond the point of releasing this person. Okay? You quit waiting for answers, you quit waiting for explanations, and you just released it. This person would have ran out of time. Okay? But you have changed them in the way in which they view you because of that. So it's almost as if you allowing them to come into the palace, to be a part of your royal court, to partake of your goodness, right? The things that you have built, the things that you have worked for, the things that you are, right? You're almost like soul food. You just kind of gave it to them. It enabled them from seeing your actual worth. Not that you don't have self-worth, but they did not have to do anything to access that. You give very freely. You give of yourself very, very freely, and you have a lot to give. Leos are normally known to be extremely successful, having worked from, you know, the bottom up, right? Started from the bottom, now we're here. That's what I heard, right? And everybody eats. You're very, very loyal to your family, loyal to, you know, people who you feel are loyal to you. And you almost felt like the connection between you and this person, that magnetic attraction, almost felt like loyalty. So they didn't really have to do much to be allowed access. So you pulling your energy away, for a lot of you, it was done very abruptly, very, very quickly. It left them spinning, and it happened way sooner than they ever expected because of how strong the connection was between the two of you. It has almost simultaneously taken them straight down to look right at their ego, eye to eye. Look at the greed, look at the patterns and the habits that they allowed to sabotage this, right? That not enough card says self-sabotage. So this person never felt like they were enough for you. They never feel like they are enough for anybody, really. So this is why they have to have so many people. And this is why they sabotage the connections that could actually work and be built towards something really solid, because they never quite feel like they are enough, even when they have the best. Oh my gosh. This person is experiencing a lot of emotional turmoil. Okay. In your absence, they are now the ones seeking answers and wisdom. Okay. I do believe that they are being given that, but in a very tumultuous manner. Almost like the universe is just taking them on a ride. You know what I'm saying? Lots of twists and turns and bumps and, you know, all kinds of destructive sort of paths that they are being placed on to teach them lessons. It's like lesson after lesson after lesson after lesson after lesson. On top of not having you there, their constant, right? Their comfort, their soft spot to fall on. This has most certainly transformed them, and I feel like they now can see who you are. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So it has been like a total 180. They went from treating you like just another option, just another number, right? On the list, take a number, everybody get in line, take a number type of shit, to complete exclusivity. Okay, for some of you, engagement. It's going to be mind-blowing if you engage with this person after this transformation, because you most certainly did send them into transformation directly. Okay, do not pass go. Straight down to hell. Okay, dark night of the soul, you go. It was like a one-way ticket the second that they messed it up with you and breached this contract. We had calling your soulmate in the reverse. So you completely changed your whole perspective on this person. They kind of shattered any optimism that you may have had in regards to love and the things that the two of you could have built or could have had with one another. And they are paying. They are paying for that profusely. It is a transformation, for sure. And you know what? That's good. I hope that they have done this for themselves. But for a lot of you, unfortunately, I still feel like they have their good eye on you. They will never be able to shake this connection, because there will never be another one like this. It doesn't matter how many other people they decide to date, how many other people they rack up at one time, how many other connections or people they try to fall in love with or get their mind off of this, right? It doesn't matter. They will never be able to escape this, because this is like a once in a lifetime connection. Man, I feel like you have met this person in other lifetimes prior to this. And every single time they have messed it up. Yeah. And this is you. You're like, I don't care how many lifetimes. This lifetime is done. So meet me in the next one. How about that? It says, don't let your past hold you back. So I do feel like you have some really great things coming in, regardless of if you decide to deal with this person or not. But also, I have to definitely point this energy towards this person as well. Now, there is transformation here, guys. There's a dark night of the soul, meaning the death of the ego. The ego is dead. This is why there would be commitment, partnership, union in their mind, right? Engagement, eternity is what it says, right? They see you as the only one. This will shatter them if you no longer see them in that way. Okay? If they're not given the opportunity to show you the transformation that they have made, it will literally break them, period. Friendship, see? Yeah. I'm more comfortable being friends than lovers. And this is the energy, the bullshit, right? For the unrequited love. That is exactly the energy that they would have been presenting. You definitely saw who this person was all along because you were already spiritually awakened the time that the two of you came into contact with one another. Even though they called in, they called you in, they manifested you in, they weren't quite ready for this, okay? This person's behavior is most certainly habits, right? It's habitual for sure. And they definitely operate out of their subconscious demons, subconscious shadows, even though they wanted true love all along. So it makes sense that they would have been manifesting in true love, tired of dealing with a new, an array of different energies, an array of different people that lacked substance, that lacked real potential to move beyond just sex, and then they have you, okay? So that was literally the manifesting in true love. That would be you. This is why they would have been allowed access without having to prove themselves, because the love was pure, the loyalty was true. You understand? And what do they give in return? Oh, I just want a situationship. Oh, I just want friendship. We're just friends, even though we're literally fucking, even though we are literally doing boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband shit. We're just friends. Like, that's the bullshit that they would meet you with, right? Treating you like just an option, not really moving things along in a progressive manner. A natural progression is what should have happened. So they are being punished. Make no mistakes about that. Yeah, they're being punished for sure. I do things to trigger you. It's the only way that I know. Told you. So this person's greed is a double-edged sword. It's subconscious as well as weaponized. If I get you to view yourself as an option, even though you are the top tier, then that means you'll chase, or you will enter yourself into the competition. You'll get yourself a number, enter yourself in the competition, and off to the races. You're in the rat race with everybody else trying to vie for my love. But that's not the deal that they had with spirit when they tried to manifest you. This is why they're being punished. Man. Yeah. Wow. It's a very, very powerful connection, and I'm so sorry that you had to endure this. So they were literally gifted with what they asked for, true love. And then they simultaneously blindfolded themselves to their real feelings for you and put you in the rat race. And you felt it, and you eventually, right? I don't know how long it took you to remove yourself, but the feelings were there. Okay, so just in case you were questioning that, it was real. The connection was real. This is someone who was blatantly blindfolding themselves to the desires of their own heart, which was to innately come towards you. Man. Just to realize everyone else in the race is peasantry. You were literally in a connection with the king or queen, the empress or emperor, right? Lion, lioness. I mean, you had it all in your hands. It's like a lottery ticket. It's like a diamond, and you just skip that shit across the lake to see if it would sink or not. It's very stupidity. It's very stupid energy. But these are habits of this person. And this person is not able to let go of who they were, right? This is that don't let your past hold you back. This is someone who's always been operating that way. They continue to do so, or they continued, right? Yeah. It's a lie. It's a lie, by the way. It's a lie. I mean, they are being taught huge lessons at this point. This dark side card, the eclipse card, is screaming dark night of the soul. They might literally be screaming. That's what I heard, you know, because their mind is wrapped. Yeah. And this is being bursted into flames. I mean, they literally played themselves trying to play you because you were sent by the divine. You were divinely guided towards this person. So they're playing with spirit. Don't play about you. Okay, that's on period. So them trying to treat you like they treated every other connection is them literally, you know, putting into the GPS, Siri, please take me to the pits of hell. That's what they did. And the GPS was like, sure. And now they're screaming. That's what I heard. Yeah. Didn't I say that? Your whole perspective has changed. And that is what has pissed off the universe, because you were a gift. Okay? So they were not supposed, they breached the contract. Let's be very clear. This is not the way that things were intended to go. It goes without saying that they were not ready for you. But then for them to have done this to you, to have broken you like this, spirit is really whipping the shit out of this person. Okay? I'm telling you. Yikes. Yeah, I literally hear screaming, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at this person because what did you think was going down here? Like, what? I literally hear screaming, you know? Excruciating pain is what I just heard. That's the term, excruciating pain. So this doesn't have to necessarily mean physical pain. Sometimes the worst pain can be emotional pain, because you can't just put a Band-Aid over that shit. You can't just take no Tylenol, no Advil for that shit. You know what I'm saying? You could try to sleep it off, but then when you sleep, here comes the nightmares. That's the type of shit we're dealing with, you guys. Yikes. They really played with fire here. I am not even playing. See? Yes. Duh. That time card is literally screaming at me now, because you called in Leo. This is what you did. This is what you did. Ma'am, sir, brush this. I'm talking to your person. This is what you did. You did this. But your greed. Isn't that one of the 7 deadly sins? Is it? I believe so, my friend. This will come eventually, but they are still in the depths of hell. Make no mistake about it. Yeah. That pride and ego, we got ego that came out twice. It's not a lie, you guys. It's not a lie. That pride and ego was their ticket straight to the burning pits and fire. And they are suffering. I don't know if that means anything to you. Some of you might enjoy that quite literally. I'm just saying, depending on what exactly they brewed or screwed up in your life. For some of you, right? Having to rebuild yourself after this and still not being able to get it out of your mind, still haven't healed from it yet, still rebuilding. It's very, very painful energy. I'm definitely sending you guys love and light. It says my pride and ego got the best of me. Yeah, it did. So they really played with the wrong one in this instance. This is someone who is used to playing with people, energies, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, put you up on the shelf, bring you down when they want to play with you, and put you back when they're not. That's this kind of energy. But they play with the wrong one this time, baby. You play with the wrong one this time, okay? Because you got spirit involved. They manifested you. So this wasn't just some regular run-of-the-mill connection. This is literally a twin flame or a soulmate that was sent as a gift and you shat it on it? Really? I mean, your love for this person and loyalty and the things that you gave is immeasurable. The purest. And that's possibly what pisses you off the most. You feel like you gave them too much credit. You wish you vetted them more properly. You wish that you didn't feed into your emotions possibly, right? Or your passions for some of you. But you couldn't help yourself because of who this person was. So you did not do wrong in this instance. You did exactly what was supposed to be done. You held up your end of this contract. Let me just say that. So this is why they are definitely being punished. Make no mistakes about it. I mean, screaming to the top of their lungs, sweet baby Jesus. Yeah, this situation involves someone's belief systems, religions, and ideologies, higher learning, travel, and philosophies. Where are we traveling? Straight to hell. That's where they went. That's exactly where they went. And it is because of their beliefs and the way that they did not acknowledge who you were. This is about spirituality and not playing with it. A lot of people like to play with this. This is not to be played with. So they are being taught a major lesson. They are most certainly being punished. For sure. For sure. The ego is no more. It's ashes, okay? Ashes to ashes, death to the ego, motherfucker. Let's go on over to the extended. I'm done. I cannot with this, okay? I definitely want to see what exactly this karma is that is going to approach this person in the near future. I feel like they are already currently in a karmic cycle. So that karma is going to be coming back to back. No Drake, okay? It's gonna be coming back to back. You understand? So we will spy just a little bit for our own satisfaction. Hello. I also want to see what this person's purest feelings for you are at this point, because I do feel transformation, if not already complete. It is just about complete. You've completely changed this person entirely. They had no choice because of what they did. Okay, I also want to see what this person's next steps will be. I want to look at the next steps from the perspective of those who have already transformed. Okay, this will give us an idea of if there's potential, if you still care. Okay, I also want to see what the potential outcome will be, whether you decide to stay or go. All right, no judgment here. We will also get spirit's messages directly to you. This is spirit hitting you up in your DM to let you know what might be keeping you stuck in this cycle. Why would this be showing up right now? What are they trying to communicate by letting this show up? We will also see what subconscious blockages may be enabling some of the same kinds of energies or people to continue to access you, and what you can do to keep those sort of toxic traits, energies, or the same type of people from showing up. If you're looking towards new, that's going to be very important. I also want to see what can be done on your self-love journey to remove any and all toxicity and bring light to the people or things that may still need to be removed in your energy, and this is going to enable you to vibrate at your highest frequency possible. I also want to go ahead and get spirit's advice. All right, that's going to be very important. Your focus advice on how to yield true fulfillment and happiness in the least amount of time. Whatever that looks like for you, everyone's recipe for happiness is different. So we will get spirit's direct advice in reference to that. All right, so you do not want to miss it. I'm going to see you guys over at the extended, but please first click that like button, click the subscribe button, and the extended will be linked down below in the description box. I will see you guys over there.